What's up, my warriors of Jigoku? So, it is time, I mentioned this in a couple videos now, it is time to start up this new series that I came up with. It is going to be called Evolution of the Warrior. I made sure to check and make sure no one else had that title already for something on their channel. I double checked and everything. I didn't see any. So, this is going to be called Evolution of the Warrior. So, what we are going to be doing here is we are going to be hopping into each Dynasty Warriors game, excluding the very first one, because this is pretty much where Dynasty Warriors 2 is pretty much where it legitimately started with how the Warriors games work. So what we're going to be doing is starting off with Dynasty Warriors 2, and then be going our way up in the games as the time goes on. So we're going to be doing one single video of Dynasty Warriors 2, and then we're going to be doing, like, maybe next week or maybe sometime on the same week, we're going to go into Dynasty Warriors 3, and then Dynasty Warriors 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get the gist. And we're going to be doing it with one specific character each time. So the first one, obviously, we have to start off with is your boy, my boy, cover boy, Zhao. So we've actually already got the game started up here and everything, so we just got to hop in here. We're going to be doing the first stage just so we can not make this too long. And I'm playing this on normal for now because if I play this on any other difficulty at this point, I'd probably get slaughtered, because this game is actually one of the most challenging Dynasty Warriors, in my opinion. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to be playing as Zhao here, and we're going to be hopping in just to play as it. It's pretty much just going to be a whole casual thing, but I just want to do this in sections instead of just doing it all in one gigantic video. This way, it gives more chances for content and everything. So I really like this idea that I transcribed, or whatever the hell word. I don't know what word I'm trying to say here, but with that being said, guys, I guess we're going to just hop in here, and we're going to have some fun with Dynasty Warriors 2. Alrighty, here we go, guys. This is really weird playing this game right now, because I got to say, last time I played it, oh boy, we have life bars, good, okay, because the way this game looks, oof. I'm playing this just on the classic PlayStation 2 right now, as you can probably tell from the black bars you see on the screen right now. I was thinking about putting something there, maybe something down the line. When it comes to the PlayStation 2 games, I'll probably try to add a cool little border or something that'll cover up that. But for now, I don't really care. It adds to the classic of it. Maybe I'll even try to make it yeah, it's weird enough playing this slightly widescreen. Oh boy, that's right. There's not much turning in this, I forgot. Yeah! Make sure the game volume's up. Okay, the game volume's up pretty good. Okay, good. Alright. So this was really weird, because this was before they even decided to put in more combos in this game. So you had the basic combo that you would start off with, say in Dynasty Warriors 3, for example, or 4 actually. Actually, any game up till 6, because 6 is where they ended up changing it to the Renbu system. But yeah, for this, you only had this, that. That was it. That was your combo. Well, in this case, you would have to. This was your hep. That was it. Because if you try to drop them to the ground and they would get up, normally the enemy AI would heal themselves, which was a ridiculous mechanic, I must say. It made this game excruciatingly difficult sometimes, especially if you were going up against someone who has crazy amounts of health. But I have to say, this is actually probably one of my favorite Yellow Turban Rebellions. But let's see if we can get over here. Hip. So I think design-wise, I think Zhao Yun ended up pretty much staying exactly the same. I think just with better updated graphics to him. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure, because he looks very familiar to his, or very similar to his Dynasty Warriors 3 attire. So I think that's where that's going. Hiya! So I think for now, unless you guys are really, really into it, I'll be doing these maybe twice a week, maybe twice a week, maybe. But I'm going to go with the once a week thing just for now. So I don't know if I'll have a certain day of the week, but just be aware that you'll be seeing this every day, every week. At least once every week. I don't know why I actually did that. I don't need any health. kind of bodying through this event this battle right now. Then again, it is just a bunch of random troops. So this battle can be long. So I need to make sure that doesn't happen, because I think when I first did this on my live stream, so I was like, I'm going to play an old game. It ended up being like 40 minutes, so we're going to try not to do that. Which is another cool thing. They ended up, because I guess in a way it's not that super great nowadays, but because you could just save a game in the middle of battle. I think you could do an interim save during Dynasty Warriors 3. But in this one, they actually made it so you could get, like, I guess if like there was a certain battle that was long, you could find a memory card just laying around on the battlefield in one of the crates, and that would allow you to it's pretty much just a checkpoint for you, which I actually found to be a pretty dope feature. But now in like games like Dynasty Warriors 9, for instance, they give you checkpoints up the yin-yang, so... Oh, good miss, idiot. Alright, so this was another weird thing. It's weird because I don't see where the officers are on the map, because they're all just red dots, and they didn't end up fixing that or updating that, I guess I should say, till Dynasty Warriors 4, I think? Yeah, 4, because they didn't have, the only people that show on the only blinking dots that you see are the commanders. The blinking dots were supposed to indicate the commanders, but they had no way of indicating the actual enemy officer, so you always had to go to the pause menu like this just to find out where it is. Also, I'm playing on my cursed-ass PlayStation 2, so if things end up going a little bit crazy, you'll know why. Oh, is that an officer? We found one? Bozang? Come here, boy. Oh, okay. All right, calm down. Yeah! Ow, ow. Oh, yep, see? So if you don't... Man, I really buffed out Zhao Yun, I guess. Good lord. But, yeah, I didn't really need that. Maybe my bodyguards did, though. Oh, gate open. Open the gates. Another thing that I actually ended up liking, they actually made it so they wouldn't skip. Like, make us watch a cutscene of a gate opening. In Dynasty Warriors 4, they actually made it so you have, like, a little screen, I think, like, underneath the minimap, as its own little cutscene, which I actually ended up adoring. I gotta say, man, Dynasty Warriors 4 is just, like, I have to say, was such a good game. I think a lot of the other Koei YouTubers actually can probably agree with that as well. I've been hearing a lot of, or not a lot, but a couple of the other Koei YouTubers mention, like, how Dynasty Warriors 4 was, like, the best Dynasty Warriors. And to those of you who did say that, you're absolutely right. That's factual information. It's not an opinion. That's factual information. Dynasty Warriors 4, best Dynasty Warriors. I spent so much time when I got it on the PlayStation 2. Unfortunately, now I have to restart it all because I ended up losing my memory card. Because no cloud saves in the olden days. So you kids who just started playing games with cloud storage, you're lucky. Because we have to use memory cards, and we need to make sure we don't lose them, or we don't have all our stuff. It was pretty horrible, I will say. Alright, we're got a... Yeah! They tried to block me. That was cute. Don't get me wrong, like, 4 and 3... Or, I'm sorry, not 4. I keep mentioning 4 because I'm, like, have a boner for 4, I guess. But, 2 and 3, in their own rights, were also pretty good, too. I really did enjoy 3 more than 2, though. I like the layout of some of the battlefields for Dynasty Warriors 2, and I hope maybe eventually they end up going back to that instead of, like, the bland... in my opinion, the bland open world that Dynasty Warriors 9 has. So I'm really hoping that they eventually end up changing... Hello? Nanny? Oh, there he is. So I kind of, in a way, I kind of hope they do, like, the air quotes open world or just giant, really big maps like they did in Spirit of Sanada. With, like, their version of open world, I guess. And, like, do that and, like, implement that in, like, actual battlefields. So that way the battlefields are actually just larger in scale, instead of just being a bland-looking open world. So I really hope they do something like that. Maybe, like, in Dynasty Warriors 10, I guess, because I doubt we'll get that in, like, an Extreme Legends, or... Usually what they do for Extreme Legends nowadays, they just copy and paste the original format of Dynasty Warrior... Of, like, say, Dynasty Warriors 8, and then they'll just put it in Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends, but then just give us a couple extra content. That's pretty much usually what they do. And that's not always a bad thing. I mean, I don't mind. It's cool that they still allow us to, like, play the original content of DW8, even though technically we already bought the original version of it, so there's no point. But, you know, I guess I should go help out the allies up here, I guess. Did I pass any officers on my way up? Nope, I did not. Oh, that's right, circle is to change it. Good lord. I remember back in some games, triangle was actually the back button. Or the close button or whatever. But for some reason in Dynasty Warriors 2, they were like, nope, it's the circle button in this one. I'm like, okay. And then I think they ended up changing it to triangle. I think. Oh, right, you can't swim in this game. But I do have to say, looking at this game and how it evolved, and this is not evolution of the game, it's evolution of the warrior, which is why we're playing with Zhao Yun, and we're going to be seeing a lot of Zhao Yun. So for those of you who are new to the channel, who haven't seen the other videos that when I mentioned this, so like I said, this is going to be just like, oh shoot, get out of here, boy. Yeah! So, hang on, I want to kill this guy so badly. Okay, there we go. So what I plan to do, I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm going to be doing a video of Dynasty Warriors 2, and then like do a Dynasty Warriors 3 video with Zhao Yun and all that. So as long as they have been in more than one game, they'll have a video. So like say like Yin Ping, just because she's my best girl, so she's the first one that came to mind. She would get one. She's not going to be the next one to get one, but so she would get one because she has been in 8 and 9. And then we have like, but obviously someone like Men Chung, for instance, he would not get one because he's only been in one game. So we're going to be doing every character that has been at least in more than one Dynasty Warriors. That's the goal here for this series. And guys, I know I usually say this for the outro, but if you, because I know some people don't end up staying for the outro. If you guys do like the idea, seriously, this is if there's a time for you guys to hit that like button, this is the time for you to do it, because that really does let me know that you guys want to see more of this. Obviously, comment down below as well. And if you do end up liking this content, you could always hit that subscribe button, because we are trying to hit 500 subs before summer. I decided to give the community a crazy goal. But you know what? I've always been told to shoot for the moon, because if you ain't shooting for the moon, you ain't really trying that hard. So that's the goal. And obviously I won't say 1,000 before, because I know when some things are unachievable, but this is achievable because you all have been killing the sub goals that I've been doing, and we are very close, extremely close to 400 subs. And if we do that, I'll be sure to also do a very special video and live stream as well, because I do have to make the funny moments video, but I was actually just holding off on that, probably just for the sake of 400. But obviously I'll do something else more special as well, because I did a live stream for 300 subs like a couple months. I think it was like 2 months ago at this rate. So if we can end up getting to 400, I'll obviously do a special live stream for that as well. So I think we're like 9 away at this point, and if we are, holy damn. And obviously I'm looking, this is pre-recording, so if I say that, it's because I'm looking at it from like days in the past. I usually record my videos on a weekend. And also, if you guys are into someone, you know, who does daily content, the only time I don't usually do daily content is on the weekends, and that's because it's usually just diversity weekend stuff, and that's not really my main content at the time. I usually just post on the weekend. I at least usually post one video on the weekend. That's at least a goal for me. So I usually at least post one, unless something like crazy happens, which I let people know. I usually at times post at least one video on the weekend, but Monday through Friday is where you guys get all my content. It's daily content. And at times you'll get two videos a day. That hasn't happened recently, but usually when I'm really hyped about something, I will do 2 videos on one day. But for now, we're just doing 1 video daily. And I usually upload them now, aside from Mondays, because Mondays are usually my days off. So whenever I have days off, I usually just upload them whenever. But when it comes to my work days, oh my god, stop with that healing factor. Good lord. That dumb healing mechanic. God, I'm going to be coming into this video a lot. Or into this game a lot with Evolution of the Warrior. Not that I'm complaining, I like this game. And it's, like I said, it's one of the more challenging Dynasty Warriors, in my opinion. Especially if you play it on, hard. Like, good lord, dude. What's be this? Oh, yep, there we go. See? Told you. I mentioned it. So now we gotta wait for this beautiful mechanic of saving. But yeah, I'm gonna be seeing this game a lot, because there's actually a pretty decent, healthy amount of characters that were in Dynasty Warriors, too. Hiya! But even though I do like Dynasty Warriors 2, I have to say I love Dynasty Warriors 3, especially Extreme Legends, because Extreme Legends was my first Dynasty Warriors at the time. Because this is how I did it. Well, this is how I was introduced. Since we're hitting some nostalgia right here, I've mentioned it before, but for those of you who are new to the channel, I'll be sure to mention this. So what this is for me, I ended up starting on PlayStation 2 the Jam Pack. So for those of you who don't know what the Jam Pack is, because I know some of you are some younger people, so you probably aren't 100% aware. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence if you do know, but the Jam Pack was just a thing full of actually pretty fun demos. In that Jam Pack, there was Dynasty Warriors 3, like Final Fantasy X. Good lord, I'm trying to remember. There was like a racing game too that was actually pretty dope at the time. Like, there was actually a decent amount of games on there that you could play, and I ended up really enjoying it. I played on that Jam Pack probably the most on my PlayStation 2 before I got the full versions of the games. But yeah, so as I said, Dynasty Warriors 3 was one of them. So that's how I got introduced into Dynasty Warriors. I ended up playing on the Jam Pack, and I played as Zhao Yun, Zenji, and Huang Gai. Those were the only 3 characters. It's so crazy remembering all this. I was a little lad. I mean, I'm still a lad. I'm still pretty damn young, but regardless of that, I was a wee little lad. And so I mostly played as Zhao Yun because he's my boy, and I really like spears. I like long-ranged, or I guess not really long, but mid-ranged weapons, in this case. Mid-ranged, close combat weapons. So I ended up playing with them, and I really ended up liking it. It was probably the most played game I did on the Jam Pack. But then I ended up not really getting the game for a hot minute, and then I actually, like a couple years later, because I'm a kid and I don't have money to buy games unless it's like my birthday or something. And I honestly wasn't even thinking about getting the full versions for a hot minute, as you can probably tell, because I said a couple years later, Samurai Warriors 4, or not 4, idiot, Samurai Warriors, because I was thinking of Dynasty Warriors 4 because it was around the time Dynasty Warriors 4 came out. I ended up playing Samurai Warriors, the very first one, and I got hooked on the Warriors content immediately. And so Dynasty Warriors 3 was what introduced me. Samurai Warriors, the original Samurai Warriors, is what got me glued to this series. And I gotta say, I'm really glad it was those 2 games that introduced me. I'd have to say, if it was Dynasty Warriors 2, I'd probably still be okay with it. But, like, I have to say this, and I know I'll probably get some shit for this, because I know some of you are actually liking the game more and more, myself included, so don't worry. But if I was playing something maybe like Dynasty Warriors 9, especially on release, I probably wouldn't be hooked on this series. But thankfully, I was a young lad who was born in the 1990s, and I was able to play the gems that were the original Dynasty Warriors. You fucking bastard. So I'm really glad that I was able to do it. So I know there's another. I think that's the memory card right up there. Let's help take out these guys. Ew, look at him with not long hair. He looks horrible in this game. I don't like Zhao Yun's look. Who's that? Liu Yan. Was he someone in the... I don't even remember him. I don't remember ever seeing him in, like... And I always go back to Dynasty Warriors 4 for this, but... I don't remember seeing him in, like, any other Dynasty Warriors. In the Ultimate Rebellion, at least. So I don't know. Oh, idiot. So yeah, guys, this is I really feel like this will be a really fun series, especially since we'll be going like through each game every time. So I really am looking forward to playing this. Oh, this is where rocks are. Oh no, this is the wind. This is the wind, right? You shall not pass. All right, Gandalf. Yep, this is it. Oh, that's right. They made it so you can't do the walk. You have to actually. I think you have to actually like jump for this, which is pretty irritating. Okay, all right. Archers are not going to let me have that, so I'm going to go the other way. And I remember in Dynasty Warriors 7 that they actually ended up giving us this as like a DLC stage in Conquest Mode, I think it's called. I haven't played 7 in like a hot minute. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, they gave this stage in Dynasty Warriors 7 and it was really cool. I have to say, it was really cool. I think if I still have that DLC downloaded, I'll just play that. You don't chill the hell out with that, like, parrying crap. But yeah, if we end up doing that, that'll be pretty dope. I think this is where rocks fall on me, if I'm not mistaken. Unless it's the other path that I just decided not to take. Okay. Alright, rush them. It's also weird because you don't have dialogue in this game. Like, you have, like... You don't, or, like, voice acting. I think the only time you have voice acting is during, like, cinematic cutscenes. Which is pretty crazy to me. Alright, so where's an officer? Oh. Well, here comes the rocks. Oh! Okay, these are falling rocks, not rolling rocks. Okay. I know if I played this on a much harder difficulty, it would actually be, like, way more painful for me. Don't heal. Don't heal. Don't heal. Okay, you didn't. You just upped your attack. I was about to say, you rat fuck. Look at my bodyguards chilling out. They put in work. They're still alive. I'm proud of them. Can you only have 2 in this game? I thought you could have at least 4. I guess it's only 2. Unless you have to set it, but I don't think you can set bodyguards in this game. Alright, so is there any... No, there's not. Okay, good. So let's at least go try to take out Zhang Bao, because I think there's a... Yep, I can go in between this path over here. And then we can just move up to Zheng Jiao. I'm not trying to make this video too long. Like I said, when I first did this with, like, no stats whatsoever, it took me 40 minutes. On normal. I think it was on normal. Yeah, I think it was on normal. It was either normal or hard. I know for a fact it wasn't easy. Easy is like a legitimate cakewalk. Okay, here we go. We're at Zheng Bao. Oh, so the other guys already made it. The glorious, oh no, wait, no. He ran down. Isn't this? Oh, no. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, look at him, idiot. Oh, really? We deadlocking now. Oh, we deadlocking. What'd I get health from? Did I just get healed for doing a deadlock? I'll take it. Alright, so the wind should stop now. And now we can move up and go take out Zheng Jiao. Alright, asshole. What a guy. Alright, so there goes the wind. And now... Don't hit me. I'll kill you. And now we can just head up and try to go take out Zheng Jiao. Oh, let's go take out the gate captains, though. I don't remember if they have these. These are where soldiers will just keep spawning. I don't know if they have these anymore. I think they did in 8, but I don't know about in 9. I know they just have bases and crap, but I don't think... No, I don't think they did. I think they just put soldiers in, like, bases and crap. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Oh, that's right. This isn't, like, Samurai Warriors. If you kill the captain, they all start running away. Oh, well. So, it's really interesting coming back to this game. It's so... I love this series now because it's gonna be a big nostalgia trip. So for those of you who have started off, like, even if you started off in the first game, like the very first one, which, like I said, we're not gonna do because there's no point, really. Like I said, it was pretty much just a fighter. This is where Dynasty Warriors actually, like, was born. Like, this sort of, like, fighting and everything. This style of playing. Because, like I said, Dynasty Warriors, the original, was just a regular old fighter with, like, the warriors. And I think they only had, like, a handful of people. But this is where it all ended up really, really kicking off. I take you out. Oh, he ran away from me. Huh, smart guy. I'll let the other guys catch up if they can. I'm going to go take out Zheng Jiao, because I don't want to be here too long. Hiya! Actually, I think there's a safe point. I think that's it right there. Is there a gate captain here? Yes, there is. Okay. So we'll probably get... Ow, ow, stop. Ow. Yeah! I am like looking so forward to doing this whole series. It's going to be really cool. Hiya! Yep. Oh no, that's a Imperial Seal. Really? Where's the... Oh, maybe this one's it over here. Oh. Is this the memory card? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just in case I get somehow destroyed here, we might as well save. So yeah, this is going to be a really enjoyable series. If I end up really enjoying this a lot more, I may do 2 warriors at a time because there's a big roster of people here. So we'll probably do more than just 1 at a time. Let me know what you guys think about that as well, because I think I'm all for doing that as well. Or better yet, because this isn't the only Warriors game, we could do an evolution of the Warrior for Samurai Warriors as well, because I have 1, 2, 3, unfortunately, and 4. So we could also do that too. And obviously, if we ever get something like Dynasty Warrior, or Dynasty, goddammit, anything like Samurai Warriors 5 down the line, then, okay, I was worried about dying. He's getting rinsed right now. Where are you? Oh, okay, never mind. He healed himself. What a bastard. Damn, Zhao Dun. Is that Zhao Dun or Zhao Yuan? Zhao Yuan's doing like really good with keeping up with me. My spirit will never die. Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of this video. I pretty much already did all my plugins with like liking, comment, and subscribing, so be sure to do that. So next week, I believe, will be Dynasty Warriors 3 version of Zhao Yun, so be sure to look forward to that. This is going to be such a fun series, I can definitely tell. So with all that being said, guys, thank you all very much for watching this, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.